apology. Jackie Aina. Jackie, the moment that Jeffrey went off on you, the day before my first video collab with him went live, I should have run for the hills. I was naive. I was excited about the video. I got it twisted that you had provoked Jeffrey because you were angry that I had filmed with someone who had a history of being labeled by others as a racist. Jackie, I'm sorry that I did not do the right thing and walk away from him then. I should have not been blind to the reasons behind the accusations of his racism. I shouldn't have defended him, and I regret any of the pain that I may have caused you. And for the record, loud and clear, I've always liked you, and I've always enjoyed you, every interaction that we've had face to face. And I let you down. And I am so genuinely sorry for that.
As we know, there are a lot of brands, specifically brands, and yeah, I'm pronouncing that right today because this is a very serious topic, but there are a lot of brands who love capitalizing on Black culture, Black music, Black aesthetic, but are dead silent when it comes to talking about Black issues and Black struggles in our community.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Talking to you guys about Jackie Aina gets her apology finally from Tati from her video release lately. If you're new to the channel, make sure you do me a favor. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for a notification of the uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, you got the minerals, you got the minerals. And don't forget as well, click on the Mineral Gang attire, grab yourself a hoodie, a t-shirt, a vest, whatever you want to like, and make sure you join the Mineral Gang team. Don't forget as well, get 10% off these caps of the shade. Oh. Definitely want to tip me out the game. First, I want to say, obviously, after watching the whole entire video in itself and breaking it down, I want to just do a separate video just for Jackie Aina because obviously, first of all, I respect this woman so much for the amount of work that she's done as a Black woman, the groundbreaking process of breaking through the 1 million barrier, the fact that she was in a beauty world which is pretty much saturated with white women and white gay males. This is an environment where she's managed to thrive and, you know, create her own stream and her own, I guess, market where she's really you know, been a source of inspiration. Not only that, past few months that we saw through the whole Black Lives Matter movement where she was using her voice and her buying power with companies, you know, really being a source of inspiration for the generation that, listen, hey, I can make it.
Struggles in our community. So just as much as y'all love hanging out with Ty Dolla $ign and Sweetie and Black Chinas, can y'all at least say something when Black people are being brutally murdered by cops? Donate to the families affected by this stuff. Revolve, Pretty Little Thing, Fashion Nova.
Difference, okay? I'm not gonna just keep quiet because I've got brand deals in the distance. She spoke up, right? So for that alone, I'm a huge backer. Now, during this whole apology by Tati, first of all, I want to say this. I'm not a person for waterworks. So when I see waterworks, I see manipulation. I'm just going to be very, very real with you. And plus, I didn't really feel that the waterworks were really justified. I mean, but to be honest, the way that you started the video is almost as if like you got played. Yes, you got played, but you must take responsibility. And I saw a comment saying, obviously, she's apologized now. Did it? No. No, 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 no. When you apologize and then you shift it by saying I was no, take responsibility for what you said. You understand? And the fact that you had a part to play in it. You were a free agent to say what you need to say. You say you got gaslighted into making videos about obviously what's his name, about James Charles, but at the end of the day, you are a free agent to say what you need to say, okay? Now, my reasoning as to why she decided to yield to the information is because partly she believed it. Do you understand? Because that's the whole point. Because she already had her own suspicions or feelings of hurt from James Charles' movement against her particular doing a kind of rival deal, right? So she already was already against him in some shape or aspect, so it was easy to manipulate her, if you want to call it that, into attacking him. But back to Jackie Aina. Jackie Aina made some very strong comments against Jeffree Star some years back. I think it's about 2 or 3 years ago now, stating that obviously he had a past of racism, right? And obviously Jeffree Star came out and apologized for his role in this. And you know what? I appreciate that, right? I can take an apology, right? But then obviously we found out there were comments that were made after that in secret where he called her a gorilla. Now, I'm sorry, that's not a mistake. That's not you being 19. That's not you being, oh, I didn't know what I was saying. That is pure racism from the depth of your heart. The Bible says that we speak from the heart, right? And the heart, okay, speaks all these evil things that we think and feel. So it's not something that you pluck from the air. It's what you felt at the time. So don't try to give me the nonsense about Jeffree Star didn't know what he was saying. He knew exactly what he was saying. Right? He knew exactly what he was saying. Just like Tati knew exactly what she was doing when she decided not to listen to Jackie Aina's concerns around Jeffree Star and doing a video of him, but instead went to partner up with him. You knew exactly what you were doing. Don't try to play it now like you were a victim, like, oh my God. No, you knew exactly what you were doing. You heard the concerns about racism. You heard the complaints about racism, and you decided to ignore it. Why? It didn't hurt you.
Jackie Aina. Jackie, the moment that Jeffree went off on you, the day before my first video collab with him went live, I should have run for the hills. I was naive. I was excited about the video. I got it twisted that you had provoked Jeffree because you were angry that I had filmed with someone who had a history of being labeled by others as a racist.
Yeah, it didn't hurt you. You saw an opportunity here with Jeffree Star and you took it. Okay, so don't try to play the innocent victim role. I don't play them things. I'm not really interested in that. Pretend as if you really were sorry. Look, you're sorry you got caught. You're sorry now that obviously people are turning against you. You're sorry now because you can now see that obviously Jeffree Star really was who he says he is. But the truth of the matter is, at the time you were told by your friend. Okay, your friend, and you said obviously you really liked her, but in the truth of the matter is, when the racism came up, push come to shove, you ditched a black friend. I'm just gonna be real. That's what happened, right? And so this is what we see. Black women are one of the most trampled upon people on this earth. I want to say this, like, and when I say that, I mean in the sense of the way that people treat them, including black men. That this woman Jackie Aina has crafted and open up her own pathway to be on a platform equally told with people, and has earned her right and spot alongside so many people. But yet we see the fact that Tati couldn't stand with her and say, listen, hey, do you know what, you're right, actually Jeffree Star was, for that what he said, do you know what, I'm gonna fall loyalty with you, I'm gonna apply loyalty with you, right? Loyalty is a premium, my guys. You understand? Loyalty is a premium. I'm not even talking about black and white now. I'm not talking about racism. I'm talking about loyalty is a premium. You understand? Real true friends stand with you. You understand? The Bible says it's better a friend who is closer than a brother who's far. Because the brother who's far can't attain to your needs right now because he's far. Do you understand? So a friend can become like a brother. So the Bible tells us that David had a friend in Jonathan, but they were like brothers. Like blood twins. Do you feel me? So yeah, I'm not gonna say I don't accept Tati's apology. I just see right through it and I say I don't really understand it, and it's not mine to take anyway. It's Jackie Aina's to say whether she accepts it or not. But we don't forget what Jeffree Star said. We don't forget what Jeffree Star did. We don't forget that obviously Jeffree Star, Sean Dawson, it seems to be a running theme here of racism when they apparently were young, when they were in their 20s. Don't play that game with me. We know exactly where this is going. We know exactly how these people are thinking. Okay? See, this is what I'm trying to say about racism. Yeah, that you know what? And then people try to use I was 20. You weren't 20, baby. You were grown. You were grown. And until I see that you started opening up pathways for other black people and other black YouTubers, I don't believe a word you said. Yeah, that's why you got, and again, Jeffree Star got accused later on of using a token black person in his campaigns. It's like, yo, brother, when are you gonna change, bro?
Yeah, true change. I want to see true change by actually you doing something by action, not by you saying I apologize. We don't hear you, bro. So when Tati's going with Jeffree Star, okay, I hear you now. You apologize, innit? But I feel like it's a little bit too late. But again, it's not my apology to accept on this behalf. It is for Jackie Aina too. And then we're not gonna forget that Jeffree Star actually blocked Jackie Aina as well on Twitter due to the fact that obviously she didn't like the way that he spoke about her. She didn't like the way that Jeffree Star spoke about black women, right? So we didn't forget that, and Tati still went with Jeffree Star. You know, so for me, I want to just say, you know, I back Jackie Aina and the work that she's done, and I really am inspired as a YouTuber to see the great work that she's done. So I'm her. I am her. And I listened to Tati's small ass apologies she's put in there. And I've also got to say sorry to Jackie Aina. Listen, this should be a whole separate video. A whole separate video. You don't just let Jackie Aina down, you let the black community down too. Because when we're telling you something, this is what we're talking about. When we tell you someone's being racist towards us and you dismiss it like it's bant and joke and you go around and chill with a person who's being a racist person, but you're not helping anybody right now in the black community. Yeah? So that apology needs to even go wider. After you've done Jackie Aina, we need to get an apology as well. You know what I mean? Yeah? And so all them tears, bro, we've seen it all already, man. We've seen it already. We're not going to get manipulated by that. Come, say your apology, let it be done. You understand? None of this crying stuff, blood. You know what I mean? Anyway, watch out for our video. We're going to talk about actually Jeffree Star, and we're going to talk a little bit about as well her complaints that she made as well, specifically about some untoward stuff going behind the scenes, and we'll talk about that as well. So guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button, make sure you let us know your comments down below, and if you guys have watched obviously as well, I don't know if you watched my videos, I've always spoke about white femininity versus black femininity and how there's a juxtaposition in the history, and so you know the craven femininity is often white femininity, and so sometimes what happens is when we see black women, again, this whole black women don't feel pain, it transfers also not only into medical, it transfers into day-to-day life. The way that we speak about black women, oh, they won't feel that pain, don't worry, you know what I mean? Oh, you know, don't worry, go with Jeffree Star because actually the black woman will be fine, she'll be okay, you know what I mean? And we're tired of that, bro. We're tired of that, man. We're tired of that. We are tired of it. You know what I mean? Let the community of the beauty community do better. Appreciate you. Stay locked, stay loaded. Shout out to Jackie Aina. We represent A-Town downtown. More love, man.